Hello all you wonderful people, welcome to another tutorial. Today we have this super cute house that I've been working on the KaoshKraft fan server, link in the description to the IP. This is where I do all my little thinkings and other projects that will soon become tutorials or Let's Builds in the future. I also share a plot with some other builders that I know of, so don't be upset. Don't be like, hey Fancy, that house over there is not great. Well, that's not mine. If it is good, it's mine, of course. So back to the tutorial. We have this cute house. I haven't totally finished the detail work because I think I'm gonna, like, you know, I have the basic idea and I just really want to get started. I'm super excited because I love the look of this house. It has like that cute house feel, like grandma's house. You know, let's put some trees, some wheat growing on the ground, and you know, it just looks great. You just want to live in it. So during the tutorial, I will be showing you how to do the exterior, the detail work, and the interior. Interior is not done yet because I haven't decided. Also, I like to leave a little bit of that to you guys so you can figure out your own style for interior and stuff like that. But for the most part, the house is done. And we're going to be heading over to a separate single-player world to record and build this house together. So let's head over there right now. So what I've done previously is build kind of like the basic exterior floor plan for each of the elevations, which are the sides of and front back of the house, including the front porch. So if I were to go up here and pause the video, you'd be able to see where the porch starts, the outline of the porch. You would be able to see where all the log pillars go. All the log pillars go on top of the stone brick block. And the interior, like inside the log pillars, you're going to have either a window or a wall. And that is denoted by cobblestone blocks. So in between, as you can see, like right here, you have two pillars and then a door. Two pillars and a window. That's how we go about doing our projects here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start outlining, you know, I'm going to make the house. That's what I'm going to do. So if you want, you can take a look at this, pause the video, and recreate this wherever you want. Or I can show you because I'm going to be building it just right now. So we're going to start off with 3 blocks right here. And actually, we're going to start off with 4 blocks. This entire house is elevated, so remember that. So everything I do, it's going to be 1 block up. So the floor is going to be like right here. So to start with the basics of the house, I'm going to go around and set up the foundation. So we have 3 blocks here. This is the doorway. We go diagonal on both sides and do another 2 pillars that are 1 by 3, space of 1. And we're just going to do that on both sides. So we have 1 little window right here, 1 window, and then the doorway. So we're going to go over on the next part of the house, which is like an extension to the right. I'm going to go over to the right part, diagonal, and then do a little bit of that. Since you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, you shouldn't be able to make a mistake. If you do make a mistake, make sure to cross-reference the foundation by going back to the section of the video where it was paused. Because I know that I do tend to take a little bit too long working on setting up the house, but I don't want you guys to mess up. I want you to make sure that your house looks beautiful and everything is in the correct spot. That's what you need to do. Right there. Follow the diagram and you should be fine. For the porch, we're only going to place 1 stone brick right on top of this layout. Shouldn't be too difficult. Basically, you know, you have this, you're going to make like a little square, and you're going to build around that square. So if there was a square right here, you know what I mean? That's a square. Build the pillars around the square. And kind of just work your way around the porch. I'll show you one more time. This is what it's going to look like. And everything kind of lines up. The porch lines up with the house. There's 3 blocks spacing between the edge of the porch, and it dips over here, but there's still 3 blocks spacing when the house goes inward. It's very easy, and you shouldn't have a problem building this part of the house. So next what we gotta do is get a floor. We gotta get a floor on the house. So I'm just going to build a spruce kind of landing right here. It feels like a landing, but it's really the floor. It's just that it's elevated. So I'll cut until this is finished. And there you have it. It's built inside of the wall. We're not going to be placing spruce outside because that's outside of the house. So now that we have our floor, we're going to work on just setting up, you know, all the foundation detail work and just making sure everything is all dandy. So you're going to need some oak logs. That's important. And we're going to place, you know, we're going to place one on top of each of these stone brick blocks, like so. And in between, we're going to get a stone brick stair. If you hear me like kind of going over here, I'm referencing some images on my second monitor so that I know that I'm making everything correct. We're going to avoid hitting or placing blocks right at the entrance. Instead, we will build a staircase, but we're not there yet. I will show you how to do that momentarily. So around the porch on each of the spaces in between, you're going to be placing stairs. Just like that. So now what we're going to do is grab some cobblestone. I'm going to, for this part, only in the part where there is a porch, we need to place cobblestone blocks right here. That's just kind of separating the windows and the outside from the porch, from the inside. It's necessary, just believe me when I say that it looks better that way. So we're going to get oak wood stairs, and we're going to get oak wood planks. That is the next part. No, I dropped it. So we're going to build just some stairs real quick. Look really nice. And then you're going to fill in the entire porch with straight oak. I like having a brighter outside because it complements, you know, just the exterior and the way it's built. These houses over here are built to a similar color palette. So having oak as the floor does kind of complement the outside, but having spruce on the inside gives it a sense of warmth and kind of moodiness, and I really like that feel for the interior, but not for the exterior. So now what we're going to do is grab some fences, and we're just going to fill in the spaces and put fences on top of each of the logs, like so. And we're just going to go around the entire porch and make sure everything looks dandy. Now, another thing you could do, I like to show, you know, different things that you can do. It takes up time, but I think it's worth it. Rather than that, you can go extra cool. You can use cobblestone walls instead. It gives it a more fortified feel. I actually like that better. And maybe we'll leave the fences, but it's all personal preference, and it does impact the way that the house feels. It just depends on how you want it to be portrayed. If you want it homey or more fortified, it depends on your personal preferences. I think the cobblestone wall gives it a more rich feel, while the fences give it a more homey grandma's house feel. You know what I mean? You catch my drift? You catch it? That's, you know, that's the little things like that. And that's what I do. I want to show you the difference. So now let's work on the foundation. Excuse me. Oh, did I turn off chat? I turned off chat. I can't even do toggle. Hey! Where do you go? Calm down. Calm down, game. I'm looking. I'm referencing my side thing. All right. So we can do. We can set up the walls. I'm gonna go 3 blocks high all around for the first floor. I got a burp. Would you kill me if I burped? I burped. It's too late. You couldn't say anything. I'm not crazy. We're just gonna go all the way around. This is going to set up. This is pretty much the basis for my house. The way I build houses, I have these pillars, and they really set up most of the detail that I need. And it sets up the house. There's no awkward, like, does this wall look good? This wall doesn't, like, fit with everything else. You know, we remove that. So now that we have this, what I'm going to do is get a cobblestone stair. I'm going to place it right here so we can fit a door. Now, if you're a sane person, you would grab a dark oak door and you'd place it there. And there will be no other doors. That's all you need. You don't need to do anything else. To speed things up, I will also, on top of these logs, put a sideways one. And this is going to be the basis for kind of filling in the windows, filling in the walls. Doing this does like 95% of the effort automatically. So now all we have to do is fill like 3 blocks, and we just got to choose what we want, whether we want a window or a wall. And because we did it this way, you can choose. Maybe I have a window. You don't need to have a window there. And I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you 2 ways to do a wall and then a window. So right here, we're going to place, we're going to basically move the foundation out 1 block, like everywhere. So on the left wall, we're going to basically place a block in front of everything. See that? In front of each pillar, there's going to be a new block. And then on top of it, we're going to place, at least on the sides, we're going to place upside down stairs. And then in the middle, we're going to place regular stairs. Very simple. Very simple. Let's grab maybe some new materials. I'm going to grab some stone slab, and maybe we can get something that looks pretty cool. So there's 2 ways we can do this next part, and it's all personal preference. I really like to show. So I'm going to show you 1 way. Place a cobblestone block for foundation, and then detail is a stone brick stair. Or you can do the inverse of that. Place a stone brick block and then a cobblestone stair. It's all personal preference. Just pick one. But which one looks good? I think the stair looks good, so we're going to go with that. And I know it takes time, but I got to show you guys this because then you can learn how to, you can see how I see things. So now that you have that, also, I'm just going to super quickly do the same thing on this side. We do the same thing. For the window part, you know, this is going to be closed, and then there's going to be a window in the middle. And I want the window to kind of have a rolling feel. Trust me, it looks good. So for the wall, you're going to grab a spruce stair, and instead of placing just planks and being all flat and boring, we're going to place upside down stairs. So it covers the wall, but adds a bit of depth. And I think it's very much deserved depth. Let's grab some window panes, and we're going to throw this on here. Now, if you want to be like really outgoing and like experimental, trust me, try cyan stained glass. That doesn't look bad. I've done it on a couple of my builds, and honestly, it adds some color, and you might think it looks weird, but it looks good if done right. Trust me. So on these upside down stairs, we're just going to place cobblestone walls to give it a fortified feel. And then right here, I'm going to place a stair and then just kind of continue that pattern. Very good. Let's place a sideways stair instead. Not like a sideways stair, just like a stair that's going to the side instead of one facing you. Let me do that. There you go. It looks a little bit better. Awesome. We already got a wall done. So let's continue down here. So for this, I'm going to place a cobblestone stair, and I'm going to place 2 stone brick stairs on the sides to give it a little bit more detail. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side for symmetry. Now, this is where it gets a bit weird because the way the house is designed, like if I had windows here and here, it'd be kind of weird. It feels weird. It's not right. So what I'm going to do is block off both windows. Since you see how we blocked this window, and now this room feels a little bit better, a little bit more cozy. There's only one window. We're going to do the same thing. The same exact thing, actually. So on this side, towards the front, we're going to, you know, do our same thing. We're going to do the stairs, right? Stair here, stair here, stair here. Cobblestone stair. I'm going to have a window right here. But then I'm going to block out this window. So we still have a window on the side. Like, if it was up to me, I would probably block out both windows. Because, you know, it just, I don't know if it works too well. I don't know if having another window right next to this window is good. So maybe for now, I'm going to block this window out, but you don't have to. You can break that window. You can have a window right there. You can have a window everywhere. Windows all over the place. You don't have to abide by what I think is good. Because what I think is good may not be good. It's just what I think. So I'm going to recreate what we did over there by extending the foundation by 1 block, placing a stone brick block right there, and then we're going to place our stone brick stairs, upside down, regular, upside down. We're going to place our cobblestone stairs, like so. I'm going to block out this window, going to block out the side window, and we're going to leave the middle open for light, symmetry, and general sense of yes. Yes. that's what I'm going for. Let's grab ourselves a cobblestone wall and put on top of these thingies the little pillars. that looks super cool. Look at us, we're already like doing so good. The back end is probably the weakest part of this house. So what I'm going to do is extend the foundation. We have less pillars and it's less dense. This is the back. You're not going to want to see this backside too much. So I'm going to just kind of fill that in. Same way. This is where it gets tricky. On each side, I'm going to place a stone brick block. And then I'm going to place the cobblestone stair. So it's simulating what we normally have, but it's extended. And we're going to have spruce wood planks. This is just kind of like to, I don't want to have windows everywhere. So I'm just going to stretch out the wall. Instead of just having pillars, we're going to have more of a wall, smaller window base, bigger space between the pillars, and I think it creates a cool effect if done right. If you have your entire house like this, it might not look the best, which is why I only did the back side. But it saves a lot of time because, frankly, this is a lot more difficult than this, and we have more done on this. So I'm going to place cobblestone pillars right there. I'm going to grab stairs in between the blocks. We're going to place stairs right there. We're going to grab the stone slab and then place it right there. And we have our back wall. And everything is looking really good. Right now, it's looking super clean. It's great. Oh, almost forgot. Stone brick stairs right here. Don't forget it. Now, this is where it gets a bit tricky. But I think I'll wait till next episode to bother you with some of the excessive. So one thing that you might want to do, at the end of each episode, I'll show you something that I wouldn't normally do. You can extend this and give the house a bit more fortification by having fences on top of the cobblestone walls. That way it kind of rolls a little bit better, especially on the left and right sides. Oh, I think that's supposed to be like that. Maybe I'll just have something right there. Oh, no, it's supposed to be sideways. I remember now. So if you look, it just feels a bit more rounded, kind of like rolling up the house. And I think it's a really cool effect. So I'm going to keep it like that. I like that. We'll do that. You don't have to do that. It might be too much for your taste. But for me, I think it's a welcome change. And with that, I will leave you with the end of the episode. Thank you all for watching this little cute house tutorial. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. It helps me so much. I need to know. I want to know if you enjoy this house, if you enjoy this style of tutorial. And be sure to comment your ideas for new builds, new tutorials, maybe something that you didn't think was right with the house, maybe something that you thought was amazing with the house. Let me know. And with that, stay fancy, my friends, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.